They're going to try and start countering my lane. Then the Ursa came.
I think this man has played against every potential counter to Timbersaw. Because this is the hero that they do first phase, and a lot of the teams do think they can let it through. Oh, Timber chain misses.
Yeah, interesting. They're trying to go for a last hit secure there and a bit of harassment onto K1, but
buying some time, so they are putting pressure on him, getting the right clicks, while Taiga is dragging the creep wave, blocking the big camp, and gonna drag it to behind tier 1 and tier 2 tower.
Yeah, sniping the courier as well. Going well so far for beastcaost down in this bottom lane, while into mid, 4-2 for the Razor. Zeus always going to be able to secure last hits with his lightning, but he's also got 3 denies. Over the years, Zeus has had quite a lot of buffs to his attack damage, his attack rate.
Zeus had like 40 damage. It was impossible to last hit if you're not using arc lightning, and he does have heavenly jump to be able to jump away from Razor's static link.
Yeah, not too difficult a lane for him. While up at top, we've got Wispy here on that Brewmaster with Gojira. Double melee lane against a Bloodseeker Windranger. What do you reckon is going to happen up here? Can Seb and Yuragi battle back into these two brawlers?
Well, they do have a lot of poke, especially from Windranger. Seb's having a really good time right-clicking, going for extra Mantle of Intelligence, knowing that he needs to be able to deal damage. They just made a new lane.
There's a new lane between towers. Tiger's being able to zone K1 away, disposing Enchantress in towards Amar. Rebound is good, Fairy Fire 4, Stinger has the stick. Can't finish her off, and K1.
And this is why Amar was laughing when they pick Enchantress. He's like, you think this is gonna counter me?
Look at the tier 1, there's a full creep wave there. Stinger has had to TP to go and get that experience, maybe a few last hits, because it's all being wasted. OG, they've completely turned this lane.
And K1 will also TP, so that's 200 gold down the drain, unless you want to die and get the one for free.
Yeah, I'm still struggling to last it under tower. And they should be able to manage things now, reset a little bit. But OG will keep dragging waves, messing with that creep equilibrium. And it's not comfortable for beastcaost by any means. 11 last hits for K1, not where he wants to be. Obviously 13 on the Bloodseeker. Seb coming back towards Gojira. And he's just body blocking that small camp. Can't go for the courier kill. And a shackle shot will hold him back. That will allow Seb to get the bounty rune, which it looked like C-Smile was considering going for, as OG get both.
That's pretty big. Also, looking at the bottom lane, Timbersaw farming underneath the tower. 2 points in reactive armor. He survived what was supposed to be like the hardest time for him during the game. Like, Ursa will still have your number. This is a hero that you need to be careful about. Taiga lurking around the mid lane. I don't think they can kill Razor, but they could potentially deal some damage, and also this rotation could secure water runes for OG.
Yeah, force him out of lane, get those runes. Brewmaster down to half health. A little bit of chip there from OG. But you're right, this Timbersaw doesn't really need that many last hits early on. You know, he was sitting around 10, he's got about up to 14 now. He just wants to hit that level 3, level 4 to be able to stay alone while we see Tiger coming into mid, dispose back into BZM. Good body block, more damage needed, and they've got it. BZM getting first blood on that mid lane. And that's what you get from a Timbersaw pick. You're allowed to leave Amar alone and gank and roam.
Yeah, also Seb, I was looking at the top lane, he did manage to stop Earthshaker from getting the TP off, so potentially a save, because there was Gojira trying to TP, use the Fissure potentially and save people, but yeah, BZM off to a good start, and we've seen so many times in the last couple of months what happens when Zeus gets that first blood. He's off to a good start, having arcane boots, farming the small camp right now, and also will hit level 6, so Ursa needs to be very careful. You know that OG is going to start to put more pressure here on him.
Yeah, because we've also seen the flip side of this lane. When Amar will hit level 6, the Chakram, that Thunder God's Wrath could find them a kill, as Whisper getting taken down pretty low. Falls back to his base, and there we go. K1 zapped down. This is even before Amar hits level 6. Just a run forwards, Thunder God's Wrath, and kill that carry.
They had no region left. There was a Whisper goes on Enchantress, and they're going to get another.
He's dead as well.
Power of this global presence that hits everyone.
Gojira has no TP.
Yeah, because he used it before. If he gets scouted, he's definitely dead.
Come on, Seb. Can you find him? Observer ward placed down by Gojira.
Amar did drop a question mark in the previous game. This time around, pausing. Oh, 5-1.
Yeah, we're already seeing this network. Is it going to be the...
Now he's ready to go. Level 5.5, Ursa level 4. This now gets very difficult. He did put another point in Timber Chain, so more speed, more latch range, and definitely a kill threat on K1.
That's the most important thing. So when he hits level 6, he can burst K1 down quickly. And he's keeping him within that kind of death threshold. Oh, Bassi. Recipe grabbed up. See Smile.
A bit of a bonk there. Not getting the rebound. Gojira still in trouble. There is a shackle, not going to connect, but he's definitely going to die.
Maybe denied to Roshan. BZM says no, absolutely not. Picks off that Earthshaker, but they kept C-Smile alive.
And this is big. C-Smile picking up the haste rune, so he can rotate to the side lane and potentially get a kill. I don't think they can kill Timbersaw, because that's a bit of a difficult task, but maybe if there's some kind of a rotation to the top lane, Bloodseeker could die. Bloodseeker about to hit level 6. There is Rupture. Where's Seb? He's coming in.
Yeah, Seb's in from the back.
That's the rotation that I mentioned.
C-Smile aiming Yuragi, but no stuns. Can they kill him? Yuragi just TP's home. Nothing, just stop him. And Seb there, perfect placement to come in from behind, find the shackle shot. And C-Smile unable to get anything done with that haste, because it also was scouted out. There was a dire ward near bottom rune that saw them get their haste, saw him moving, and they guessed the TP was coming.
You can see how well OG is communicating, not because of that microphone adjustment from Amar, but yeah, starting to play aggressive on Ursa when Zeus is about to hit level 6, Rupture. You know that Yuragi called for that. He's like, I need 2 CS, I need someone to stop the potential TP out, and the shackle shot was there available from Windranger.
And K1 now showing his face in the mid lane, still level 5 on the Ursa, 7.5 minutes in. Difficult times for beastcaost.
Another Zeus ulti is available.
And Tiger getting away from the Razor, but they're all pinging him out. Can they dispose him back, drag him around? The power shot comes in, Tiger rebounds in, and now we'll find C-Smile. Chase him down with his Zeus damage, while K1 and Whisper, they are arriving from the back end. The disposed there, stuns up K1. Tiger getting bullied by the shackle shot. Seb.
BZM's dead. He's in a lot of trouble here.
Now kill the Zeus. That's the big one for beastcaost. Fisher landing onto Tiger, but the follow-through is lacking.
These heroes are so hard to catch. You have Zeus. Every single hero besides Bloodseeker has some kind of a movement ability.
They got Thirst.
Sure, but the active one. Yeah. Timber Chain, Heavenly Jump, Wind Run, and also Rebound that can help out your teammates as well.
Tiger wanting to play aggressively onto K1. Might pay for it now though, as Stinger and C-Smile, Gojira even here in the mid lane. Stun up the Marcy. Force the Fairy Fire. Well, what's next? They're going to kill on a support. Can they push tower? It's just back to farming, isn't it?
It really is. And look at, speaking of farming, Amar, he loves to hit the creeps on the bottom lane, did manage to take down the tower. And he's also a hero that can protect the tower, because he's not afraid of Brewmaster. The only hero that can kill him is going to be Ursa, and I'm not sure if K1 wants to heavily commit with the team and try to secure a tier 1 tower on the top lane.
Sorry, can we just go back to the Timbersaw there with his item book? Because most people have TP Scroll in their sticky buy. He has a Satanic in his sticky buy. Man, what a guy. Whisper up top, the Brewmaster dead, Yuragi and Tiger pairing up to find the kill. Yuragi, phase boots, heading into that Maelstrom, should have the Javelin coming out on Courier, already scaling incredibly quickly. And Amar farming enemy jungle, so they're taking away these slices of pie that beastcaost need. Not only are they grabbing their own farm that's safe, but playing aggressively to remove any advancement the beastcaost maybe could find.
Top tower is under attack.
Seb
is a great
with Tiger. High ground obs ward, C-Smile, and they're bringing the BZM Zeus here as well. Looks like Stinger will spot them out though. Bodyguard the Razor here, C-Smile back in, Stinger about to die, but the Nature's Attendants keeping him topped up while Amar goes straight onto the Razor, the power shot Chakram, Thunder God's Wrath, kill off too, just like that.
OG, again, a lineup that is really good from the distance. They don't need to heavily commit to get those kills. Yuragi pinging out Gojira. He needs someone to stop the TP, and Seb is already there. Does have a win run, doesn't even need it. Wall sniping from far away.
Yeah, it's the power shot. And they've also forced the Bruce split down bottom. If the only death here is Tiger, OG going to be
I don't think they're going to even get
happy with
the match point. Ooh, gets stunned. This could have been another split that they don't get too much out of it.
2 minutes.
OG, well, I mean, we said it. It's very difficult to gank these heroes.
Incredibly challenging. Whereas Stinger, he does have Whisper here to maybe bully them back. He runs in towards them. One charges and raindrops set. He will finally die, but Stinger turned over the Chakram. The damage from Amar. Finding another while Yuragi. He's going to go for the TP home. The damage is coming, but there are no stunts. Back away he goes. How many times will we see this OG side just say, screw it, we'll TP?
Again, the problem, they don't have, like, Earthshaker needs to be everywhere. He needs to be able to catch people, like, potentially during Heavenly Jump, block them off so that Windranger can get away. And K1 did manage to get some tower damage in the top lane, but still, whenever someone shows up from OG, they need to respect it. Another split available in 60 seconds. It's a long cooldown. It's 140 seconds, level 1.
K1 has caught up tremendously, though. Diffuser Blade, Morbid Mask. He's ready to fight, ready to Roshan as well if they do get a good battle around this top lane area. That's where beastcaost should be moving towards, but yeah, with no Bruce split, they are fully reliant, like you say, on this Earthshaker to be everything in their team fights.
Looking at Ursa, he does have K1, A1, and D1. That's his score right now.
Can we get a groan from chat, please?
Oh, please stop. Yeah,
Thank you.
They're gonna threaten Roshan kill. This is Ursa Radiant, so you know that Ursa's gonna be playing the top part of the map. You would love if they can kill a tier 1 tower, and I expect beastcaost to make a move there pretty soon.
Yeah, get things going, get the ball rolling. Tiger, again, playing into this vision. They CC Smile farming very shallow in this jungle, close to his base.
Zeus does have Arcane Rune in the bottle, so that's a big one. That's massive. And looking at what BZM is going for, straight up E-Blade against Ursa, against Razor, so that's going to be another saving tool for himself, or also if he needs to amplify damage.
Another way to just TP away as well, right? Just E-Blade yourself, TP home. But beastcaost scanned. They're in the pit. Thunder God's Wrath comes. Roshan nearly dead. The Shadow Shot trying to delay it, but K1 gets the Aegis. OG still thinking of fighting though. Tiger, he's going to dispose and get damage in onto the Broom, but the split comes down just in time. Whisper, Cyclones it off, focuses Tiger to kill off the Marty while Seb, he's picked off as well. Ursa clears through her, Amar finally lands on the ground, and Stinger, he's dead now. A little stun in. K1, good damage, but the Yule's up. Sending there to Skyward, and zapping down onto Whisper. BZM blown up with the heavenly jump. The Fisher misses. BZM, he's slipping away. The grasp of beastcaost not strong enough. They need a firmer grip on this one as Amar. He's dancing around them. Even with the echo inbound, they get BZM.
That was funny to watch because Zeus, you stopped their cast time. This is one of the things that Heavenly Jump is like. People don't see it most of the time, and we've seen it this time around when Fisher was being used. Amar, he's still alive, wants to go in.
It does such a massive amount of damage, but Tiger's still dead, caught in that mid lane.
These are the type of fights that beastcaost need. They need to put some pressure because K1 decided to go for Diffuser Blade, and Amar, he's not going to feel too comfortable playing near Ursa. Does have a Yule Scepter, so that's going to be his mana regeneration, but those stacks, when they start adding up, and also mana, if you lose mana, you might be in a lot of trouble.
That makes things very challenging for you. But here's the blink, the reveal of Gojira. Doesn't have Echo Slam, but still will be able to reposition himself with these fissures and aftershocks. And with 3 minutes 20 remaining on Aegis, they do want to keep this going. Obs on high ground, seeing BZM, Gojira, K1, the heavenly jump into the trees.
Again,
he's on the run, he zapped him to stop the blink, and K1 trying to get in, but Tiger disposed back. They'll focus the Zeus though, diving tier 2. beastcaost, have they gone too far? They still want to keep fighting though. BZM will take down Gojira and OG. They're fighting back, striking into the Yules on the Ursa, zoning out K1. Tiger disposes him to the low ground, and they're going
do have Shackle. Shackle is maxed out. They
Line it up,
does
Sam.
not have that ulti available.
Get the catch, take
We'll
the
find
kill.
an angle.
And Yuragi on a spree as beastcaost overstep their bounds. Shut out of that top jungle.
BZM managing to get out. Taiga with the dispose, keeping him alive and also giving him rebound. Heavenly Jump is maxed out. Now Zeus does have that Ghost Scepter, so it doesn't necessarily need to care about getting initiated on by Ursa. Might buy him enough time to get out of the trouble.
I just love the way that Amar plays so forward. They win a little team fight, and immediately they're on enemy side of the map, pressuring into triangle, trying to keep tabs on beastcaost. Now we still have ways back into this. beastcaost team fighting.
Board providing a lot of vision. They see Gojira.
Oh yeah, they're checking the key target, and Amar beelines for him. K1 looking at Seb though. He doesn't have Windrun for another second or two, and blasted down by the battlefield. Timbersaw, can he slip away from this with a chain across? He's still being drained of all his damage, and the jump in from Gojira will find another one. beastcaost
Around him. Way too deep from OG. They wanted to take this fight, but seems like beastcaost, they do have an answer. They need to get stuff done.
Well, you know, they're the kings of team fighting, aren't they?
They really
in
are.
SADPC and international tournaments, they're so good at finding these clashes.
Brewmaster getting closer to his Aghanim Scepter. That's a big time. But Brewmaster in the late game is very difficult to deal with. Once he gets that refresher, Eon Disc, Aghanim Scepter, these fights become very, very difficult.
Yeah, it should synchronize decently here. We see the BKB is picked up by C-Smile, so they'll have that at relatively similar times with the Ags on the Brew. Ursa now no longer with Aegis, needs his own defensive items, so BKB is coming up for him pretty soon.
beastcaost will hit the big timing once they have that BKB on Ursa that you just mentioned. C-Smile did finish off his a bit low on mana, and also Aghanim Scepter plus the next split coming out in the next couple of minutes.
Well, Gojira just going to be the sacrifice here, trying to allow K1 to get away, but the Ursa still being chased, and Rage already used the Yules into the air, sent skywards into the clouds and down to the ground, hits it with a third. Two quick kills.
Definitely going to be an item for this game. Against Earthshaker, he goes in, you break his combo. There's already one on Timbersaw, and I also see that Taiga's trying to get one, and getting very close. Needs 1,000 gold to finish it. And of course against the Ursa, like just a kiting tool, he uses his Enrage. You want to buy some time, he lands, set up for a shackle potentially.
Makes a lot of sense.
Seb did pick up that shard, something that was very successful throughout the Stockholm Major. Also great synergy for setting up your shackle, and also deals damage with Rupture, so that's pretty nice.
Ooh, that's handy.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Such a nice flow to this game as well. I mean, we saw game one, OG very dominant for the laning stage. beastcaost always on the back foot. This game quite even. That 2k net worth lead from OG has been dipping up and down as beastcaost do find the little punchbacks that they need. As we get now into 20 minutes or so, next Roshan going to be at the forefront of all these players' minds. 2 minutes until fast spawn. Incredibly important, of course, for the Ursa team to get their hands on it. He needs Aegis to be able to play as aggressively as he wants. Farming a nice little stack of Ancients now, K1. BKB should be done. Yeah, that's enough cash for it.
It's time to smoke. They need to fix the lanes and go for the smoke on beastcaost.
It's go time. C-Smile and Gojira down their bottom, playing around their vision, making sure there's no easy access to this bottom jungle for OG. And C-Smile likely just going to clear one more wave and then come back in towards mid, maybe smoke from their triangle and play up top. Aghanim Scepter there done on Whisper, so yeah, the convergence, all of the timings hitting for beastcaost. Now, what's it like for OG? If OG are the ones being jumped on, it feels like a much different fight to when they're the ones doing the jumping, right? If Timbersaw's going in, they're finding shackle shots, it looks great.
OG will need to reset the fight because there is a BKB on Razor, BKB on Ursa, and they want to kite that 2 ultis from Brewmaster, which might be a bit too difficult.
They're just going to Echo Slam him straight off the bat. Fisher in, C-Smile, trying to do damage to the Ghost Center's bought a bit of time for BZM to get the Thunderbolt round out and kill Gojira with them up. BKB TP from C-Smile is cancelled. The heal's coming from the next attendants while Whisper yules a Cyclone onto this Bloodseeker. The central stop and Shard. He's in again. The beacon from Uragi though with the blood right and the rebound forward. Aiming for the Razor and taking him down. Amar, the carry in this fight, blowing people up. But K1 can show off as well with a couple of swipes. beastcaost kill 3.
OG wanted to get the most out of worse situations. Zeus getting trapped and using ulti, using his whole toolkit to be able to deal some damage. They did manage to get a couple of kills from beastcaost with these brewmaster splits. He used both of them, and it gets very difficult to control the fight. And something we didn't mention is the spell mechanic. There's a lot of things that can be dispelled. There is enchantress with the dispel and also brewmaster. So blood rage, something that did happen in the previous game. Once Bloodseeker picks up that shard, they're gonna be taking a lot of damage. Sidekick dispellable, wind run also dispellable, so that's going to be a huge issue for OG.
Yeah, these cyclones from Whisper as well. You know, you send Amar out of the fight, the Bloodseeker's removed, focus down one or two of the other cores instead. As we have 1 minute to wait for Roshan to respawn. OG going to smoke in towards mid. They know there's more than just Stinger here.
Heavily jumped.
They find Gojira, dead for 30. Does have buyback, but won't want to use it. Might have to though, because he's Smile. He's being gone on. Look at that damage. BZM just blast him down to 20%. Forces the BKB TP. Gojira does buy back, but beastcaost can't enter this fight. Oh, that's a good Fisher though. Maybe some follow through, but nah, beastcaost just sit by their base. Maybe with K1 running forward, they'll look for the entry. Aiming Uragi, but the speed from OG to retreat and reset.
Also using Gale Force.
Now this buyback from Gojira, he might be paying. Amar losing a lot of his HP.
Dropping low.
No mana left, but the E-Blade. And he's got the save in behind him, the run out from the rebound. Tiger clipped by the plasma field, but unleashes while K1 and Whisper do get the kill. Roshan respawning now as well. And a DD response top
from Ursa.
Oh, they did as well. So no BKBs for beastcaost, but they do have a double damage rune outside the Roche pit.
They're gonna go. They're gonna go. K1 did bottle it. C-Smile gave him that bottle, but I feel like OG is gonna strike. 15 seconds until Taiga is alive, and they can vote from distance.
I've got to. Look at how quickly Roche is falling while Amar is being zoned out. They've kept the Timbersaw off to the right-hand side, and it might even just straight up kill him. He took a chase away, the K1 Ursa. Oh my god! Where did he bloody go?
And Stinger wants to pick up the bottle.
He has to buy back! Oh my, oh beastcaost.
This could be a disaster, but they did manage to kill Amar. Amar does have buyback as well. They do have outposts, so potentially he could buy back. DP is available. K1 jumps in.
They have no stacks up to rebuild it. K1, he scouted, power shot, blood right. They see him doing it. Whisper, he's popped the ulti. Seb with a Gale Force. The backline jump here, forcing Uragi and BZM away. So beastcaost get Roshan, but they desperately required it. Cyclone and a stomp, finding Tiger. Gojira blasted. There's Zeus bringing so much pain down from the heavens. And Uragi, he finds Stinger with a rupture. Seb with a shackle, stops the TP.
They're getting whatever they can from these fights. It was a good decision in the end from K1 to buy back there and secure Roshan. Because whenever you don't go for Battle Fury on Ursa, you need to pick up the level 10 talent, which is mana region talent, and then you don't have the Furious 5 reset time, which is a big deal. Because against Roche, against these tanky heroes like a Timbersaw, it does make the difference. BZM gonna pick up another active rune.
Yeah, I mean the DD rune was good for the Ursa, but this arcane rune coming in for BZM, he's had a couple this game. So many blessings from Ice Frog for both of these teams.
Is a great conductor.
K1 pushing out that top lane, but OG, they are angling down bottom. C-Smile's Razor, he just finished his refresher orb, but Amar, Tiger, the BKB immediately. OG have baited it, and a TP out from Tiger. Looks like it should be successful. Oh, Gojira! Say goodnight!
These heavenly jumps, increasing the cast time on these Fishers, have been a nightmare for Gojira.
Jeez. It's so difficult to catch BZM as well. Was he 8, 3, and 14 on the Zeus? And this E-Blade rush has been spectacular to witness. Now, snapping into action, TPing top. Seb is out in front. And BZM Tiger even rebounding to try and rush forward to help Amar. K1 Yules. Did he enrage? Still has his ulti. Seb with that Gale Force.
He does have a shard, so Earthshock does apply enrage.
That's what I saw. Seb
In trouble.
looking like he's going to get taken down by C-Small. There's refresh PKB. He did have to use it. Tiger in trouble too. C-Small for the double kill. beastcaost coming back into things with maybe a whisper. He's found the Zeus. Heavenly jump over the tree. No! Stop it!
Le Balance ability, Heavenly Jump, gets you out of the trouble.
Keep getting away with this.
And look at Amar, he's going in like super aggressive, trying to scout things out. OG will need to reset with their tools that we said, extra movement speed from the rebound. Amar, he's gonna get it.
You just don't stand a chance.
And also, we'll get a D-ward because there was a Zeus ulti, so 200 extra gold for BZM. He's going for Aghanim Scepter next.
Non-stop, the train doesn't stop here for OG. Bash her up. Just gonna start onto K1. Again, this Bloodseeker can't 1v1. Needs the backup in from Seb, and they've got this K1 Ursa completely isolated. No one to save him. Aegis used up. beastcaost, can they fight around it? They're bringing numbers in towards them. K1 with a BKB, trying to battle into Amar, but Whisper. He's being chased on until the split comes out. Tiger taken down as Seb Wind running back. Does have a blink dagger to play with as well. Trying to get away from K1's Ursa, but this bear is not messing around. He blinks into the trees. He's away scot-free. Amar getting cyclone and stunned mid-chain. Yules up, getting it away with a chakra shot to help. It's not enough. Oh, Gojira. He blinks it. beastcaost. Here we go.
Gojira got sick of Zeus causing issues for him, instantly echo slams him. These are the fights that beastcaost need. They need to lock onto a target and immediately kill it, because OG is very annoying how they disengage with these items. Multiple Yule Scepters. I see a Force Staff that is about to be finished on Seb, but yeah, finally, K1, is he bringing the Blink Dagger? Because he does not have it. There's something coming on the courier.
Oh yeah, what's he buying? He's got Paladin Sword, there's a neutralizer that he's bringing out to himself. I mean, here we can watch the miraculous escape of Seb. But OG, even after taking that Aegis very early on, could not withstand the beastcaost pushback. Now Whisper with these primal splits doing such a great job at isolating targets, keeping OG on the run.
Good micro, he caught him mid-air there with the Earth Brew.
Little
And
pebble
also the
toss.
Echo Slam. So yeah, Razor is super farmed, and they're itemizing for Rupture, they're itemizing for Shackles, getting those Lincoln Spheres. So whenever you use Refresher, you get another Lincoln Sphere. Eventually, there's going to be a Lotus Orb of one of these two supports on beastcaost, and Ursa, also, he's a big fan of Lincoln Sphere.
Oh, he is. He absolutely loves it. Ultimate Orb already in inventory. Abyssal Blade and Blink lined up for afterwards. A lot of gold saved up on Amar there, as the Cloak of Flames needs to be grabbed. Scythe of Vice, honestly not that far away for the Timber.
Amar loves spell amplification on his Timber Saw. There was a game I remember during the DPC when he was holding Fairy's Trinket, even though there were some tier 4 items dropped.
Yeah, like 30 minutes into the game, he's like, oh, nah, I want this one. Oh, Gojira spots Tiger, and Whisper, it's straight up ulti. They'll pick off the Marcy, and maybe look for more. With Whisper able to move very quickly forward, this Storm Panda might set things up with a little Cyclone. BZM's nearby, they're gonna see him in a second. OG TPing back to their tier 2 to defend though. And nobody gets caught. Very defensive from OG behind their tower. And beastcaost now with a win probability advantage.
What are these numbers, Gary?
Well, it was OG all the way, but I think I just saw like 53 or so percent, 57% in fact, is their chance right now. But it has been OG this entire game. Only in the past couple of minutes that fight bottom has swung things completely.
a bit too deep, trying to kill Ursa one more time after he respawned, having that status resistance from Earthshock, Enrage, BKB, a bit too difficult, and things are going to get even more difficult now that he's about to finish off that Linken's.
Oh, an Arcane Rune. Linken's Refresher, BKB Razor. Scythe finished off by Amar. beastcaost, they're ready to fight at any given moment. Primal split. It looks like it's not quite off cooldown, even though the green light is on. 5 seconds until it's back up.
It always shows whenever you pick up Aghanim Scepter that ulti is available, but it's not. So you need to click on the hero.
Well, he has one charge now.
Bounty.
Prepping for the third Roshan. 40 seconds potentially.
Double Linken's and also Razor have an Arcane Rune, so he wants to take the fight, lower the cooldown on that Refresher. BKB, even Linken's here popping in twice.
Both teams smoking. 5v5, 2 Rams clashing, heads and colliding. BZM gonna jump back away from K1, the shackle from Seb, and the Gale Force, the reset. This is what you wanted from OG, but look at the Cyclone. They found and caught the Bloodseeker here. Next from Armor, gonna get Thunder back. Echo Slam from Gojira, killing off Tiger, but Uragi can turn and fight. A buyback out for the Marty now as Uragi tries to deal with the Brewlings, but they've taken down Amar. K1 able to stand his ground and battle back into the Timber Sword. Tiger defensive dispose. BZM on the run, but Gojira with a Fisher. Aim for the Bloodseeker. He's got Urn on him.
He's so low. They need one instance of damage to get 50 HP.
They can't find him. They can't catch him. Seb's also got himself away. beastcaost, some big kills, but it could have been even bigger.
If Roshan respawns straight away, Seb behind enemy lines will try to TP out. There was a good Hex initiation on Ursa, but no real follow-up. Also, the problem was they're fighting right underneath the ward, which did scout out Zeus, forcing him to heavily jump away, and it's still not dewarded.
When the smoke breaks, there's a second of hesitation, like, wait, they're here as well.
Yeah, because they initiated with the Shackle, and you'll see Amar following it up with the Hex on Ursa, and the rest of the OG not close enough to be able to deal the damage. Look at their positioning.
And there's that Hex.
And big Echo Slam from Earthshaker that you mentioned.
Gets right on top of them. Killed off Tiger, forced the buyback. And K1, after that Scythe device, with the help of C-Smile, able to take down Amar.
Things are getting ridiculous because Visper is also closing out onto his Refresher Orb with the Aghanim Scepter. Spirit Vessel charges. There was a series yesterday when Aster played, and once that Brewmaster hits his item timings, Gojira, they don't have another stun.
No, they don't.
Close enough to use his Hex.
Using their tactics against them, just TP. Roshan scouted by an Enchantress creep. Aghanim Scepter there, ready and waiting to be grabbed up by one of these squads.
Oh, Aghanim Scepter, that's a big one. Getting that to either Ursa or Razor. Most likely going to go to Ursa, so he can't be stunned. Always have that Enrage available, and yeah, Hex is a way to deal with it. But not sure if they have enough damage to blow him up instantly.
Yeah, he's incredibly tanky with that Linken's. And once he's got the Abyssal Blade, even tankier still. Stinger. 2 Radiant Observer Wards here. I think one might get dewarded. Yep, Uragi finds it. High ground vision not coming for beastcaost. Desperately needs something to keep tabs on OG. Entry points into this Roche area from the Dire side. They've got 3-4 ways to get towards the pit.
Same item build as in previous game. Bloodseeker getting that Heaven's Halberd, playing against the same 2 heroes that he's been playing, Ursa and Razor. Wants to have some mischance and also wants to be able to disarm them. Does have Elven Tunic, so some extra evasion coming out real handy.
It's like disarm them, pop Linken's, just do something. Gojira, see Seb, find the Wind Ranger, try and kill her off. Enchant to slow and get rid of the Wind Run. And Impetus shot landing in, Tiger rebounding, aiming Gojira. They want to kill this Earthshaker quick. Gojira defended though by Whispers. Brew, Cyclones the Marcy, and into Uragi they go. Impetus raining these Long projectiles in towards Yuragi. Good Fisher onto 2 again from Gojira. As Whisper will clear up the Marcy, who's dead for 45. While Amar, he's about to die in the mid lane. beastcaost, they get it done.
K1, while the rest of the team is chasing and causing some confusion, he did go and kill Roshan, hitting that level 25, getting Aegis. There is Cheese and Aghanim Scepter picked up by Razor. So, Eye of the Storm. Oh, you know that those buildings are gonna melt.
The crowd buff coming into play as Yuragi stunned up. C-Smile ruptured, stands his ground. They still have Aegis and Cheese beastcaost, and there's no Timber for 45 seconds. High ground time for C-Smile. Lincolns gets popped by the Zeus, but they've got the tier 3. In we go with Tiger disposing. Bloodwork comes from Yuragi. They're trying to defend their base here, but Whisper will cause chaos and zone them back.
Minby dies so quickly against Ursa. He's gonna be the one focusing it down. And range barracks. So this is going to be a huge issue. Once you get to this point where Brewmaster does have Aghanim Scepter, Refresher, going into Eon Disc next, it's so easy to siege the high ground. Very easy to zone them out. I want to see how OG is going to approach this problem.
Infinite ultis. I don't think there is a way to handle him. Try and get the jump, try and get that kill. But now we even have a Shadow Blade on the Earthshaker. Even more ways to hide him away and get those surprise jumps. Still, oh wait, no, sorry, yeah, it's moved up a bit, hasn't it? From 57 to 88%. Oh, beastcaost game 2.
Aiden loves that Aghanim Scepter on Razor. This is where these extra 20% are coming from, and they will go for the high ground. Refresher about to be available again in 50 seconds. OG definitely not going to defend this tier 2 tower. The full Satanic, double BKB, double Lincolns.
That's nasty.
It's very, very difficult.
Dyer's bottom tower.
It's nice to see OG, like you say, not defending tier 2, not trying to get a team fight down there, instead going for plays on the other side of the map. A quick little zap will find Stinger. As Amar chase the Vissel bladed. Look at the damage from K1. They're just blowing this Timbersaw over the ultimate chain. Not enough to allow him to escape. C-Smart, you shall not pass. Cuts him off.
And OG, they need to retreat. Yuragi.
Well, he's got the BKB and run, doesn't he? He's got no TP. He's going to get chased down here. C-Smile, keep on going. The Nimbus and the Yules will keep him at bay. So close to finding Yuragi, but they get the Nimbus down. Creep wave down bottom needs to be shoved, but Seth in the tree line, getting found with a nice Fisher, blocking him in and getting the kill.
Does have buyback if necessary. They want to fix this bottom lane and go for the high ground, potentially Razor. A Refresher is available. Yuragi with the pause. Bloodseeker with 2 rupture charges and also tier 4 Mjolnirs to be able to get those procs out as much as you can. Gojira wants to fix some of the issues that OG is causing. Going for these guerrilla tactics, trying to snipe people with the Timbersaw, but if there's no Timber, they know that they cannot do it. There's just not enough damage. Spell Prism drop for OG.
And it's very telegraphed what beastcaost are doing. Straight up high ground, OG knows what's coming. K1 and C-Smile a little bit irritated by the Gale Force. Another Lincoln's pop and Nimbus, just every tool that OG can use to try and force beastcaost back.
Marcy tried to go for the dispose, but the big Fisher right on top of K1, not allowing him to get displaced inside the deeper of OG's base. Zeus, Octarine finished, keeping Stormcrafter for now, so he wants to have another defensive tool.
And more lightning, right?
Yeah, where's that Spell Prism at?
There it is. Oh, that's beastcaost one. Ursa just grabs one.
There's one drop for OG as well.
Amar, Cyclone, oh, Timber Chain. The timing there, still gonna get pounded though by beastcaost. The picture really blocks him. Catching the C-Smile and the Pebbles thrown by Whisper's Earth Panda. Amar is dead. Round buyback and beastcaost diving in. Set ball. Yuragi in trouble as well. Beastcaost, they've got C-Smart BKB'd up. Yuragi defended by the E-Blade. Creep waves are arriving for Beastcaost now into this dire base as they focus buildings.
No blue split, no BKB available on Razor. OG is gonna poke from distance.
They're trying to, but there seems to be no stopping the South Americans now.
There's the split again.
Refresher up, split out. Disposed into the blood right now as the Thunderbolt Ram trying to take down K1, but he's got his BKB and Enrage off. Defended up as they kill off Tiger, and now we're in a 5v2 scenario, but OG not calling it. They're waiting.
They still think they have one more fight available. There is Eye of the Storm.
Beastcaost not going for tier 4s.
In 5 seconds, this is going to be Mega Creeps. 30 seconds without a Timbersaw. Very difficult task. BZM keeping the distance.
Slow and steady.
Hold on for as long as possible.
Another split. Another bit of demolish damage from that Earth Panda. Glyph from OG though. 20 seconds until everybody's back up into the battlefield. Stinger ruptured. Yules and a bit of heal coming through. Next attendance is one and all that good stuff. While the barracks, they've all fallen. Mega Creeps now and OG has to face as Beastcaost demolish this dire base.
Playing against Mega Creeps is going to be a very difficult task for OG. They do have heroes that do okay against Megas, but against the Brewmaster, they can always go for these type of plays where you get zoned out by Brewlings, rest of the team, especially Razor with the Aghanim Center Refresher, can go and try to end the game.
Spell Prism
Gonna melt. Yeah, there's also him holding Spell Prism is pretty big. Level 27 on this Razor.
Genuinely, I had question marks about Razor coming back as a mid laner, especially against the Zeus, but C-Smile proving me very, very wrong. Showing off on this mid lane Razor and going into overwhelming Blink next as he is close to being 6 slotted.
OG cannot allow Beastcaost to get close to their base and take a fight there because they know they're gonna lose. Is there any big item coming out? There is Mjolnir on a Bloodseeker, which is going to fix some of the issues. Windranger still very far away from her next item, and also Marcy not having anything of a big impact.
It feels like one of those tough scenarios where for OG, finishing items seems important and buybacks at the same time seem key. Choosing one or the other is difficult as Amar. He gets Cyclone once again, sent down to the ground. A bit of play, but he's got his Ghost Scepter up. Can't escape from this bear who shreds him.
Enchantress with the Dispel. The spell mechanic in this game has been amazing against the when drawn against Bloodseekers, Blood Rage plus a Shard taking a lot of damage, dispelling Sidekick. It's an AoE dispel from Brewmaster as well, so very, very difficult. Now he hit that level 25 and also has Eon Disc, so multiple charges on that. I don't know how you approach this problem.
We're in great difficulty.